It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with another general tarot reading for this Scorpio season 2023. Welcome. Today, get you a sip. Hold on, let me sip a sip real quick. Let me get a sip. I'm feeling thirsty. Speaking of, I want to talk about desire. And when you're thirsty, do you know how to quench yourself so that you are not out here ravenous and thirsty and just taking whatever is available? I just heard, I can't get no satisfaction. And my spirit responds or like raises that to maybe it's time to expand your definition of satisfaction. What is satisfaction? What is desire? What is connection? What is truly sexual? What is truly sensual? There is like also even this, and we've been talking about this for a while, like it broadening the definition of romance and understanding, like broadening the concept of where one accesses romance. Because love is in my backdrop. Romance is in my backdrop. Romance is in my fake flowers. Romance is in the cotton on my shirt. Romance is in the bone in my gauges. Romance is in the cards and the way that I hold them, the way that the cardstock like glides across my fingertips. There's romance in everything. There's romance in my pinky out as I reach for my sip. Hydrate. And it's like if you can't give yourself the romance, I feel like if you can't learn how to expand that and access that, then you're going to spend a way more time complaining than you should be. I'm sorry. I didn't want to word it like that. That was God. Jesus said that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm pulling from the Ethereal Visions deck because I want some messages about desire. Hydrate, light it if you got it. So we create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this Scorpio season 2023. We need to learn more about desire. Ooh. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, the divine spirit, please show us, what do you desire for us? For everyone watching this, everyone that was drawn to this title and connected with this reading, for all of you that are exploring, expanding, or struggling with desire, universe, God, what do you desire from us? From those watching. Nothing flipped out. I can feel it. Oh, something did flip over. The Page of Wands reversed. I feel like the universe desires a new relationship with them that we keep putting off. The Emperor on the bottom of the deck. The divine is desiring to heal our father wounds. The divine is desiring to teach us what real masculinity is, what real authority is, what real what real healthy patriarchy could look like. Though that the time for that has passed. I feel like the divine is really desiring to father us, nurture us, guide us, direct us, parent us. Please clarify the Page of Wands reverse. I also feel like the divine wants you to stop bullying them. 9 of Wands reverse. It's like when something is over and I'm telling you something is over, stop bullying me into like trying to do what you want me to do. That's not for everybody. My bad. Sorry, y'all. With the Page of Wands reverse, the divine desires us to stop putting our romantic relationships before our connections to ourselves, and therefore our connections to the gods of our understanding. Please clarify the Page of Wands reverse. I feel like the divine wants us to stop with the 7 of Swords, 9 of Wands reverse, and then the 7 of Swords. Ooh, ooh. I just heard God is not a man that he should lie. So stop expecting just because something didn't go your way that it's like choosing to be mad at the divine, choosing to be mad at God because something didn't go the way that you wanted it to, or because somebody exerted their free will and made a different decision than they said that they were going to. I feel like the divine is desiring us to let go of the fight. Quit trying to fight wars and fight battles that aren't ours to fight. I feel like the divine desires for us to acknowledge that the shady people and the shady behaviors are contributing to you getting really, really wise about what it is that you want and who it is that you are and what you're ready to do about it. One more for the Page of Wands reverse, please. The 2 of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like all of these cards that clarify the Page of Wands have like a defensive stance. The Page of Wands reverse. They all have like some sort of defense or weapon. 9 of Wands reverse. This is a soldier home from war. Why is the light so fucking annoying? It's pissing me off. There is that with the 9 of Wands reverse, I feel like we've been struggling to figure out what our actual resources are. And so it's just like defending ourselves in the spirit, defending ourselves with logic and words, and like being so bound up in spirit, bound up in the mind, that it puts us in this position where we just get like closed off to the other, closed off to our emotions, putting our emotions, our creativity on the back burner. The divine desires us to stop putting off this new relationship with ourselves. The divine desires us to stop being so damn defensive. Because God is not a man that he should lie. That I don't like referring to God as he, but it's a scripture. God is not a man that they should lie. And I feel like there is something about like the universe has no need to lie to you. It has no need to deceive you. Maybe if you've been listening to your ego and not taking enough time to discern your spirit from your ego or your desires, It's like the divine wants us to discern our desires from surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to success, surrendering to wealth, to surrendering to divine timing. There's just some sort of like a difference, and it feels like a fine line. Us learning a fine line. It's like us learning a fine line between something, and it's going to be different for everybody. Please clarify the Emperor. You're asking what the divine wants or desires from us. And I feel like the same way you want your empire, the divine wants that for you too. God wants that for you. The Queen of Swords reversed. The divine wants you to transmute your pain into power. The divine wants you to feel very confident in being direct and saying what you mean and meaning what you say and articulating your emotions and feelings and being decisive and being able to properly delegate. And the divine wants you to get the same empire that you have in your mind's eye that you really crave and want so bad. The divine wants that for you too. But it's like you gotta crawl before you walk, little homie. There is this little like there's levels to this shit. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. It's like, also the divine wants us to get, okay, so that's what this is. The divine is desiring you to get the Emperor is Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is our ambition. Mars is the god of war. Mars is in Scorpio, the sign of I desire. So Mars rules I desire and I am. Aries is I am. And I feel like Mars in Scorpio is motivating you to get to the deepest desires of like what you want to be when you grow up, what you want to do with this life, what you want to do with this like skin suit, what it is that you want to do with your time here. Who are you and what are you ready to do about it so that you can get busy analyzing your actions and admitting if the actions match your ambitions. Because a lot of us got 10 of Pentacles ambitions with an Ace of Swords, a Page of Swords reverse plan. I'm going to say that again. A lot of us have 10 of Pentacles ambitions with a Page of Swords reversed kind of plan. This is a Page of Wands reversed, but pages are like kids. And the 7 of Wands reversed, 7 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There is something here about figuring out what is worth defending, what's worth standing up for. One more for the Emperor, please. I say that a lot in just in life, where I just find myself, people come to me about like their purpose and like what they're supposed to do here, and I just feel like, yo, all you're supposed to do here is figure out who the fuck you are and what your particular brand of service is, preferably in that order. It's paying profound attention to who you are and what you enjoy and what you want to do and what lights you up, so that you can therefore deduce your particular brand of service. Because your brand of service is mixed up in who you are. It's just mixed up in who you are. And so there is some sort of need to spend more time with you. For those of you who are like questioning career stuff and like, ambitions and goals and purpose, it's just like, stop letting work lead everything. Stop letting your relationships lead everything. That's also another thing. I feel like the divine wants us to like deprioritize romantic love, deprioritize sex. Because yes, pleasure is your birthright, but I just feel like some white man has told us what pleasure is for generations at this point. And so we're still having to like decolonize fucking pleasure. Everybody, not just people of color. Every female, every human being is having to decolonize pleasure. Because a lot of us are afraid to desire what we want. And what the eye likes isn't always the same as what the hand enjoys. What looks good to the eye isn't always the same as what feels good to the touch. This is why I always have a problem when people shit on big girls, or like them liking big girls. Like BBWs are like the number one. I feel like there was a point in time, I feel like a couple years ago, that was like the number one like porn category. And it's like, quit trying to tell yourselves that all that pushing don't cushion for the pushing don't feel good, don't look good. We like a little curve, we like a little meat. We need a little something to grab on and give me something to clutch. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I feel like the beauty standard is turning around. A lot of us are desiring to be something that is getting ready. It's like we're desiring to be something that we aren't. And what you are is about to like hella come in style. It's all a cycle. Long nails were ghetto when I grew up. And now like wearing a bonnet was ghetto when I was growing up. Now everybody has got like ridiculously long nails. And I just saw like a TikTok with like 2 million views with this white girl talking about the benefit of bonnets. So it's like having thin lips, like this, like my lips are just now being like celebrated and accepted. You know, though your girl always been bad. She always had it. It's just like the media is just now catching up with all of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't get caught up. Don't play yourself. My fucking overalls back in style now from the 90s. My wide leg jeans back in style from the 90s. But back then I was like, oh, you a goth kid? Oh, are you punk? Oh, are you... Eight of Cups. And I feel like the divine is really desiring us to get out of our comfort zone and look forward, look upward, but looking towards the moon, looking towards our emotions, looking towards our feelings. It's time for us to desire, to like explore our desires. And the desires that really want to be explored are not found in your current comfort zone. So there is this like traveling, exploring, progressing, moving around that wants to come in. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. So there is some sort of conflict of the mind about leaving something or shifting something or initiating a new relationship with yourself. It's like the divine wants you to be wants you to be a way higher priority. It is time for you to understand what it feels like to be first in something. In a relationship, being first in your life, you deserve that. And the divine wants that from you, for you. And so what are some messages we're needing about desire? I'm pulling from the regular tarot now. When it comes to desires, what messages do you have for us? The Page of Wands. I feel like there's a new relationship that's coming in. This could be the initial stages of a relationship, the initial stages of a crush, the initial stages of a passion project or something that really ignites you. And I feel like it gets hot and heavy quick. It turns around fast, especially if it involves somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. It's interesting that we're going into the colder months, and I feel like Leo energy is showing up a lot. Like fiery energy is showing up a lot. And it's like a quick catalyst, a quick turnover, something like fast coming in. From the Page to the King is a very big jump. And so I do feel like something comes in, it starts out hot, and it builds, it builds, it builds. And it's real, and it's like, there's chemistry, there's this originality, there's something that like I've never had before, something I've never felt this before, never done this before. And so what stirs up passion? Who stirs up this passion? And will you let yourself have it after all of the times, after all the times that you've hurt? Will you stand or will you falter? Will you, it's like after, fuck, what is that Yebba song? That Yebba line. Will you believe in never-ending strength in your heart? Who will falter? Will you recover after all the love you've lost and lost? Will you recover after all the love you've loved and lost again? Will you recover after all the love you lost and lost again? You loved and I don't know, lost and lost again, or loved and lost again. Will you recover after all? Will you recover after all the love you lost and lost again? Will you stand? Or will you falter? It's like, will you stand? Will you break out of these like old cycles of the mind? Will you take the blindfold off? Will you let your freak flag fly? Granted, there is no timeline on your pain. There is no timeline on recovery. But I feel like there is some sort of like recovering that is taking longer than you have expected. Especially if you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces placements. I feel like you have been in recovery. You've been in your head or locked in your head way longer than usual. And so you guys have really been struggling. You guys have been like forced to establish a new foundation in the realm of the mind, because I feel like the old foundation, your old thought process, your old beliefs, your old outlooks got fucked with, got broken, got tampered. And it's bringing something new in. It's picking up the pace. The pace is picking up. Please tell me more about this Page to the King of Wands. Please tell me, there's something that's coming in and it like grows in importance to you quickly. Or this person puts in a lot of work. The Knight of Wands and then the Three of Cups. I feel like this person puts in the work. They're fun. Some of you may have fears that they are in and out, or that they're cheating, or you've got to figure out, do you want monogamy anyway? Do you want polyamory? What kind of connection do you want? Is this something sexual? Do you need something physical? Do you want something that is more passionate, or something that's committal? Are you committal? Are you emotionally available? Are you like, observe the patterns of the people that you're attracting into your life. Because big decisions are coming in to be made. And what do we need to see clearly? Please clarify the Eight of Swords. I feel like we need to allow ourselves to be patient, allow ourselves to be willing to take a microscope to our emotions more often. We're not seeing clearly that they're like the despair or the discomfort acted as a catalyst. We're not seeing clearly that we're actively undergoing some radical change of the mind. There's a war. There's a war in your mind. It's another Lana Del Rey song. It's like you've got a war in your mind, and what you're not seeing clearly is that you trying to find resolution to the war has like left you feeling lonely, or like you looking around, you're like, damn, it's just me out here. But it's just you out here because the divine was trying to usher in a very specific healing that required you to get comfortable enough and feel safe enough in your environment so that you would strip down, so that you would get naked, so that you would allow God to pour into your life. You would allow yourself to be guided. You would allow yourself, it's like we had to be stripped down. And a lot of us had to be stripped down just because we were hard-headed. Because this could have happened without the stripping down. But I feel like it's muscle memory for us to go, for a lot of us to go just into opposition. This is how I want it to be. This is how I want it to feel. I don't want to change. And that's childish. And staying the same is just going to contribute to stagnation. I want to pull one from the Art of Kundalini. When it comes to desire, what messages do you have for us? Find your breath and balance in all things. I feel like we're coming out of the cocoon, baby. That Hermit card came out and we're coming out of the cocoon. Joy and innocence becomes you. And yeah, all these, the page energy that came out, this feels like there is something very like after you after you've gotten a breather, you're coming out of your cocoon, your wings are spreading, you're redefining balance, actually establishing or acquired a new balance in your life, and then all of a sudden there's something that comes in, that 27, my lucky number. There's something that comes in that makes you feel very jovial, that makes you feel very youthful, playful. Comfortable in your skin, comfortable in yourself, comfortable enough to sit on the wood. So there may have been some kind of newfound freedom that was learned by someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements inspired a freedom, inspired you to spread your wings, inspired you to like let your freak flag fly, inspired you to expand. And then I feel like someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements is coming in and really helping you get stable and grounded. And I feel like somebody that wants to put in time with you. Stand tall and speak out and allow timing to be divine. Yeah, I feel like the grounding that's coming in with this joy and innocence becoming you. It's like joy looks good on you, girl. Looks good on you, boo. Looks good on you, dude. Like happiness, innocence, playfulness, that stuff looks good on you. It feels good on you. And it has your posture changing. It puts you in a position where you stand up taller. You sit up straighter. I just feel like there is this newfound confidence that puts you in this position to like chill the fuck out and just trust divine timing. You're able to, like, you could spend your time dissecting all of the cycles within the cycles, all of the circles within the circles. Or you could be honest and admit to yourself that you're not in control. I'm going to pull a couple from the botanical inspirations. I really like this deck. Did you forget me not? Ah! Want you to remember. I'm not going to try to say that. Eternal memories. Funny. The best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. Unknown quote. Forget-me-nots. I feel like you touch somebody. They are thinking about you. Somebody cannot get you off their mind. There's somebody that you can't get off your mind, and it may feel like mysticism. It may feel like mystical, like what is this cosmic connection that happened? What is it that is like between us? But I feel like that cosmic connection, or that cosmic feeling connection, no matter how fleeting it is or how like committed you are to it or it is to you, I feel like it was meant to evolve your definition and appreciation for beauty and different types of intelligence. Like you may have really appreciated book smarts, but now you're starting to really appreciate emotional intelligence. You may have really appreciated emotional intelligence, and now you're really appreciating somebody with some kind of like financial sense. Clematis. Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. Forget-me-nots and okay, this feels like, I don't know why that just made me think of Clemson. So I don't know, maybe you dated somebody that was from South Carolina, or you're talking to somebody that was from South Carolina, or you're from South Carolina, and there is something about like you can't get that time period off your mind, or maybe your youth is coming back. Maybe a lot of you are thinking about your first loves, or you're having like these flashbacks of these people that you haven't thought about in a really long time. And it's just like, what the fuck? Where is this thought coming from? That person's actually thinking about you, and you're just picking up on them all up in your energy. Gladiola. And interesting, gladiola, which is strength of character and moral integrity. I need to get these out first. And then honeysuckle, which is like my home. And then phlox. And asters last. Elegance and patience, with peony on the bottom. This is a lot more of this deck that I planned on taking, but I'm getting very specific messages for them, so I like that. The forget-me-nots, there's something here about like your mother, or like the period of time when maybe you had an invisible friend when you were a kid, or an imaginary friend when you were a kid. There could be something about like your home life. I don't know why Drop Dead Fred just came up for me. Living in the South, maybe some of you are visiting the South or need to go back to the South. Strength of character and moral integrity. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Damn, come through, Helen Keller. Gladiola. I feel like letting yourself be grateful, letting yourself be glad, understand the difference between glad and happy, the difference between comfort and home, being comfortable and being home. Do you need to explain that to somebody? Does that need to be explained to you? Some of you may be feeling really nostalgic for a place that isn't there anymore, or nostalgic or homesick for a person, or desiring a home, desiring a place that isn't there anymore, or something, a point in time that's not there. Domestic happiness and devoted affection is honeysuckle. That's my favorite. Of course, Libra rising. I will wind three, sorry, that freaked me out. I will wind three in my arms. So doth the woodbine, the honeysuckle, gently entwist. William Shakespeare. I will wind. I will wind. Oh, I will wind thee in my arms. Not 3. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I don't have my glasses on. And this font is tiny. I will wind thee in my arms. So doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently entwist. Oh, Shakespeare. Some of you are needing to explore your desire to go back home, or your desire to travel, or there's somewhere that you've been wanting to travel or explore since you were a kid. Going back to like the woods that you used to play in when you were a child. Going to that like place that you thought that was scary when you were a kid, now that you're an adult. I feel like your desires change once you realize like you've conquered certain fears. And then the last 2 are flocks. I like the idea of frolics better, but I'm sure it's flocks. Unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. That's Marcus Aurelius. Flocks. Yeah, there is something about like coming together. Banding together, harmony. And then lastly we have asters, which is elegance and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Lao Tzu. Wow. Nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. And I feel like we are needing to balance our desire to get shit done and to be productive with the understanding that we're not in control, which we talked about that before. I want to be a little nasty, and I want to get some, like, when we're talking about desire, so I'm going to pull from the Erotic Tarot, La Manada. And I want to look at this. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Oh well. I just don't want to, like, I'm like putting all these cards together because I'm pulling from so many different decks. I don't like, some of them are like similar sizes and I don't want to get, I don't want them to get like mixed in. Hydrate. Sending you forget-me-nots. Alright. La manada. When it comes to our love life, when it comes to our sex life, desire, like those kinds of like natural desires, please, what you got? What you got for us? The 5 of Swords and then the 7 of Cups. I hate this card. So the 5 of Swords lets me know there is something here with freedom. This is Venus in Aquarius is the 5 of Swords. So I do feel like there is this kind of freedom that's coming. It's funny that she's like naked by herself and someone's reaching for them. I feel like when it comes to love, sex, and relationships, the more autonomous, the more independent you are, the more that you let these motherfuckers know that you don't need them, that you just desire them. And you desire them when you desire them. And if you're not absolutely down, obsessed to be around me as often as I will allow you to, you can get the fuck out. You can go. Bye. 7 of Cups. This card creeps me out and it makes me feel like some of us may have people that are like stalking our page or are really hanging on, or you may be stalking somebody's page or really hanging on to something to the point where you're being creepy. But I feel like if you don't take the time to really figure out what it is that you want and curate the vibe, curate who has access to you, there are some, like, you know, creeps that can get through the cracks if you're not allowing yourself to be like diligent and vigilant, excuse me. If you're not letting yourself like to be vigilant, excuse me, about protecting yourself and feeling free and feeling like safe to be your whole self. There is just something about, like, I feel like some of us are in positions where we're feeling like, are you feeling guilty for how much time you enjoy being by yourself? Are you trying to convince yourself that everything's better by yourself? Knight of Earth, because somebody's coming in. They may be moving very slowly. They may move much slower than you want to. But I feel like they will require you to open the gate. And this is also somebody coming in that's very chivalrous. I feel like that opens the doors for you. That opens the doors and leaves it open. Opens the doors for you and nails them back. Like, really does what they can to create opportunity for you. Somebody, they may have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this is somebody new that's coming in. Or if it's somebody that's already in your life, that I feel like there is this maybe a trip, or you guys are going and doing something romantic, or maybe it's time for you to suggest that. There could be, this feels like Charleston. Why is South Carolina coming up? There may be somebody southern, somebody chivalrous, somebody with fucking manners, somebody knows how to treat you. Or you're becoming somebody who's like really good about like treating people well, like opening doors, you know, being chivalrous, being courteous, being considerate, being romantic, being polite. So maybe some of you are working on your manners or need to work on your manners. Maybe you're going to travel to meet somebody's parents and you need to like just be on your P's and Q's. The Hermit and then the Sun. I feel like when it comes to desire, when it comes to relationships, some of us are in a place of feeling ravenous. Like you feel like this wild feral animal, or feel like a beast, and like you just like I don't know what to do with me. Who would love me like this? Who would like, what do I do? How do I act? And you've isolated yourself so much, and now there's this opportunity to get out into the sun, and you're gonna have to figure out how to like not fly too close to it. There could be something or somebody coming in where I just feel like it's really, you know, getting hot and heavy pretty quickly. Or for those of you who are in relationships, I feel like that sexual chemistry is like really, really coming back in some sort of way, but it's on the other side of freedom. I feel like those in relationships, it's like that resurgence of passion comes back because there is some semblance or illusion of freedom that is acquired in the relationship now. It's like, I finally get to miss you. Now I actually want to be around you because I actually fucking miss you because you're not in my face all the fucking time. Please clarify the Five of Swords, because there is something there with the World. Yeah, something, I feel like there's a conflict in the mind and it's coming to a close. I feel like you're going from some, like there are people okay, some of you are leaving relationships. Like you're drifting away because you given somebody your whole ass to kiss. You given the world your ass to kiss. You're in this position where you just like, you want to be on your own. You want to make your own decisions. You want to be wild. Fuck the world. Fuck you. I do what I want. I do what I want. It's very rebellious, especially if you have Aquarius placements, or there's somebody with Aquarius placements that's acting that way. The world and Five of Swords, that's Saturn, that's Aquarius energy. Maybe somebody with Saturn or Aquarius or Capricorn placements. God dang it. Hold, please. Yeah, this definitely could be a Capricorn too coming in. I feel like there's somebody that's not afraid to correct you, not afraid to like ride or die shit that's coming in. Please clarify the Seven of Cups and this creepy ass energy. Ooh. Please clarify the Seven of Cups. I feel like when it comes to love and relationships, it's too muddied up. We're too confused. There's not enough. It's like you want some of you want more kink in your relationships and you're not able to get it, or you're not with people who will like go down that path with you. So you may be considering like cheating or like, you know, doing some, you know, weird, some strange shit, or you're trying to give yourself kink. But I feel like it's time to be having a really adult conversation about like your desires getting met and what you and your partner are able to come to some conclusion about. Like there's got to be some kind of like conclusion that's arrived. I don't like saying compromise because it feels like this just feels like two people settling. And if there's a compromise, if we can come up with something that technically is a compromise where we're both excited about that, fuck yeah. Not where like we're both like, okay, that works. Please clarify the Seven of Cups. Please clarify the confusion that we're feeling in love and relationships. The Chariot. Some of y'all trying to make a movie. Maybe also some of you are feeling confused because maybe you're getting flack for like doing OnlyFans or considering doing something in the adult industry possibly. Some of you are in a place of like being confused because you don't want to be judged, or you're afraid of your mom seeing or your parents finding out or something of that nature. Afraid of people possibly telling on you. If that is the case, I feel like don't do it, because your parents are gonna see. Look at this, like two parents watching someone younger fuck. There is this, yeah, the priest. This girl is like exposing herself to the priest, and so there could be just something here about if your whole heart isn't into something, if you don't give a fuck about what anybody else has to say, if it's not like, I'm gonna do me regardless, blah, 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 blah. If you're not like 100 in it, don't do it. If it questions your morals or your morality, your ethics, and you can't like ethically reconcile what's going on, don't do it. Do some more research. Unpack more of that fear, more of that hesitation, more of that resistance. What's coming in? Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Who dat? Only one court card out, so I do feel like it feels like a very specific person. And I like that it feels like it's someone that's chivalrous. It's even like in Cavaliere Lettera, like a cavalier, someone chivalrous. Oh, and another Earth card coming out to clarify that. The Four of Pentacles, definitely. Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. And there may be somebody with like Earth placements. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn's in Pisces right now. So it may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. This scene makes me think of Dirty Dancing for some reason. And I feel like this person that's coming in, not only are they chivalrous, but they can motherfucking dance, baby. And I just heard, baby, oh, baby, my sweet baby, you're the one. Oh, Sylvia, how do you call your lover boy? Come here, lover boy. That's what, and if he doesn't answer, oh, lover boy. And if he still doesn't answer, I simply say, baby, oh, baby, my sweet baby, you're the one. The Hermit, please clarify. There is some kind of like, I feel like somebody's coming in and it may feel like too good to be true. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, exactly clarifying the Hermit. I feel like there's this brand new, it feels very Capricorn, feels very solid. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is Mercury in Virgo. And with Mercury in Virgo, I feel like there's something about like articulating, like reevaluating how you analyze. I feel like you've gotten yourself into a very stable, comfortable position. There is some sort of a new beginning, a new relationship to your body, a new relationship to this source of stability, new relationship to income that's going to lead you in a position of traveling. I don't know why, traveling internationally. It could be traveling domestically, but I do feel like over large bodies of water. So this could be going to some kind of island. But I do feel like there's like somebody that is a beast, somebody that's primal, that's feral, but also knows how to fucking act right. And so you're attracting in that kind of person, and you're also becoming that kind of person. Please clarify the Sun, what's being revealed. And I feel like we're learning how not to fly too close to the Sun. Ten of Wands, which is fire, and then the Strength card, which is another Leo card. There's a lot of Leo energy out. In Scorpio season, I guess Scorpio has the Sun, and so Scorpio, toodaloo, bitches, riding off away from your bullshit into clarity, creating some kind of, something has been revealed, and I am inspired to create a catalyst for myself, to create some mechanism that helps me fly away and fly away from the drama, from the bullshit, from the things that have been burning me out or stressing me out. I feel like there is illusion coming into like, not all that glitters is gold. Not all the things, some of you wanted something really passionate, hot and heavy, and you got somebody that's fucking crazy about you, or really trying to control you or dominate you. But you love the Dido. You love the sexual connection though. But it keeps you from being able to expose yourself or free yourself or be that wild, feral person that you want to be. So you've got to figure out, do you want this? Do you want like monogamy? Or do you want to be out in these streets? Do you want to be wildin'? What is it that you want? And also some of you want something, there could be somebody older coming in, and you may be wanting something that is more kinky. I feel like a lot of us aren't as vanilla as we think that we are. A lot of us are needing to explore our relationship to fantasy, getting ourselves a richer fantasy life, and helping to deconstruct the religious trauma that has impacted our ability to make good sexual healthy decisions for ourselves. I love you. Knight of Cups coming in. Let love come in and ravish you. You just may get what you're asking for. I love you. You got this.